Hey, what's up, fam? Thank y'all for tuning in once again. As always, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Here's another sad tale out of Texas. Again, great state of Texas, Harris County. This is from MSN.com by way of the Charlotte Observer. But anyway, it says, brother protecting sister from abuse shot to death in front of kids, Texas officials say. Ladies, fellas too, but this story, ladies, you have to learn how to vet your suitors, the men that you get into relationships with. Hell, if you want to get a relationship with a woman, them too. A lot of time them butchers are harder and more and crazier than men are. But anyway, you got to figure it out. I don't know if you got to find a book, go see a therapist, go see a preacher, somebody, a trained professional, a coach, or someone. Watch videos, YouTube, Tubi, I don't know. But you have to figure out how to vet these dudes, because there are a lot of emotionally unstable guys in the world who are not fit to be in a relationship. They may be handsome, they may can talk a good game, got the gift of gab, hit you on your weak spots, sucker you in. And maybe you had a bad childhood, because I see there's a lot of people who have rough childhoods growing up and looking for love and comfort. And you find a guy that you think can feel that, but he's no earthly good himself. And you don't know how to get out of a relationship. But something I tell a lot of young females, and I know it's unfair, it ain't right, shouldn't have to do it, but if you're in a relationship with a guy who's abusive, and if you know he's crazy, first and foremost, yes, you call the police, file charges, get a restraining order. But almost simultaneously, you have to figure out a way to move, preferably out of the city, away from the guy, change jobs, change schools. Unfortunately, you have to do that, because these guys out here, these unstable creatures, they will find you. They will say to hell with a restraining order. Oh, you gonna call the police on me? Oh, this what we doing? Okay, I got something for you. He done already put his hands on you. You got to understand, these folks will take it to that next level. You take it to the next level, they're gonna take it to the next level. You have to take it to the next level. I'm not gonna tell you what that means, but let's just say, if he's physically violent with you, you have to take it to the next level. You can figure that out for yourself. Or you're gonna have to move. Because if not, it's a good chance he's coming back to do more harm. Because that's just what he does. I mean, I have no respect for a man who put his hands on a woman. Stay away from guys like that, to try to be cool with people like that, because them dudes are unstable. And for a person to look at a woman and just want to be physically violent just for the heck of it, there's something wrong with them. Some kind of hatred there, I feel, towards women. And it starts with whoever raised you, your mom, your grandma, or maybe she abandoned you. I don't know. But shoot, it's something you just got to get up out of it. But anyway, let's get into this story now. It said 28-year-old Texas man is heading to prison after officials say he shot and killed his girlfriend's brother while he was protecting her. The victim was just trying to be a good big brother by defending his sister, and it cost him his life, Harris County Assistant District Attorney Jason Campos said in a November 11th news release. Now, I told stories of guys that I know who the sister told them boyfriend was being abusive, husband was being abusive, and they go to defend their sister's honor, and luckily nothing happened to them. But one guy said, he beat the boyfriend down, and the sister got mad at him for whooping the boyfriend, and she went back to the boyfriend, and the dude said, sister can't call me no more. If he put them hands on her, she got to call the police. Can't do it. Because he was like, I could have been, because I could have been killed, he could have been killed. I could have went to jail. He could have went to jail for doing something. And what? You know what I'm saying? And I mean, what sense does that make? You know, nowadays people don't take the same punishment, can't take the same punishment that they dish out. You see what I'm saying? You put your hands on a female, the dude comes and says, okay, put his hands on you. You want to go and delete the brother. You know what I'm saying? Just take that ass whooping like she took it. You know what I'm saying? Just call it and just squash it. And everybody go their separate ways. You wrong? Just call it what it is. But no, they get mad, get in their feelings, get all emotional. And then they want to go and, like I say, take out the whole neighborhood, take out the whole family. Nah, can't deal with bros like that. If a guy is violent and, you know, to you, abusive one time, that's it. You got to cut them off, got to burn off, got to leave. And unfortunately, like I say, it's not fair, it ain't right, but it's the only way you going. It's the best way to guarantee to save your life and the life of those you love. They say on February 14, 2022, Kempshire L. Wilson of Houston got into an argument with his then living girlfriend over him talking to another woman, according to a news release from the Harris County District Attorney's Office. So this happened on Valentine's Day. So this little silly dude is probably talking to another girl he got on Valentine's Day, and she found out. What you think? You think the other girl ain't gonna want to say nothing to you? And she's gonna be quiet on Valentine's Day? And then he slipped up and got caught. During the argument, Wilson beat and choked the woman, prosecutors said. During the fight, she pulled a handgun and fired a shot at him without result to emphasize that she wanted him out of her home. Now, she had every right to do what she did. And if that bullet would have just accidentally struck him and put him down, she would have been justified. And if you ask her to look back on it, if she wished the bullet, you know, that the sight wasn't off, she probably would say yes, she wished the sight was better. Because now her brother's gone. She also texted her brother to come help her, the release said. Wilson left. But when her brother showed up, Wilson came back with an AK-47 style assault rifle, threatening them both, according to the release. But the woman's brother got Wilson to leave, prosecutors said. So you came with a gun, with an AK-47 gun to show off, but you didn't have the guts to pull it. Well, first of all, you came back with an AK-47 because your girl shot at you and it scared you. So you came out with something bigger. Okay. The woman left the apartment with her 2 kids and went to stay at her brother's home, which is, you know, the right thing to do. Officials said the next day they returned to the apartment along with the brother's 3 kids to change clothes, according to the release. That's what the problem is. That's a problem right there. Women got a tendency for some reason to hold on to trash. Now, I know this is her place, but you went to stay at your brother's house. Why would you go back the next day to get clothes? Why did you not get clothes that night? Because again, the dude came to your house with a rifle anyway. So you know he's capable of doing. You know he's capable of putting them hands on you. Give him time. You give him time to cool off? No, you give him time to get more angry. So for some reason, somehow y'all got him to leave the house. But you come back to get clothes the next day. What, ladies, this is like I say, cautionary tale. Pay attention. What she should have done is grabbed a bunch of clothes, as many clothes as she could, to go to her brother's house. If anything, if she had to go back to that house, took her brother, she probably should have just not gone back. Should have called the police if she needs to go back to that house. She should have called the police that night when he was putting them hands on. That's when she should have called the police. Call your brother, call the laws. And to get, so that way they can be in the loop. So then if you want to go back and get your clothes, maybe a police officer will come and escort you. So that way you can go in and get your stuff or what have you. Because like I said, restraining orders, dudes don't respect those. It say okay, got that part. While at the apartment, officials say Wilson returned with a handgun and 2 armed men. So he took the AK back and came back with a handgun. And 2 armed men. So he brought back 2 other dudes. So he was scared of your brother enough. He had a gun, but he was scared of your brother to know he had to go get 2 other dudes to hype him up. The woman took her pistol out to defend herself, but Wilson took it, according to the release. So this time, he said, not this time. And your brother was there. With the pistol in each hand, he confronted the brother in front of the apartment and pistol whipped him. So the brother had no weapon, but the sister had a weapon. He then put the barrel of one of the guns to the brother's chest and fired, deleting him in front of his 3 children. My gosh. Like I said, guy that can put his hands on a woman is very mentally unstable. The man will do anything. You can't. That's why I said you got to separate yourself from that man for good after that first violent attack. Wilson and the men he was with then fled. Prosecutors said defense attorney information for Wilson was not immediately available. Wilson was charged with murder, according to a news release from the Houston Police Department. The Harris County District Attorney's Office announced on November 11, Wilson was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison. The defendant had already had several second chances and continues to hurt people, so the jury agreed that he needed to be put in prison for life. Well, like I say, he's abusive and big women probably ain't the first. If you're experiencing domestic violence and need someone to talk to, call the National Domestic Violence Hotline for support at 1-800-799-7233 or text START to 88788. Like I said, ladies, fellas, everybody, we have to raise our boys better, our women better, girls, men better. Because they're going to one day become adults and they need to be productive members of society. If you don't take the time to teach them how to be a man, teach them how to be a woman, and you got to start when they're young. I mean, old enough to walk around the house and cause mischief. 2, 3, 4 years old, you got to start training them then. You got to actually from the beginning, because they got to watch what you do. That's the first thing. You ever know those little babies, all they do is watch. They don't talk, they don't coo, they don't do nothing. They just watch and see everything that's going on. Those are the years that they are watching what you do as a man and as a woman. And then as they get older and they start to do things themselves, those are the times where they're watching what you do and learning from what you tell them and showing them. That's where it starts. So they can grow older and not become guys who abuse women because they can't control their emotions. I can understand people getting upset. I've got upset. I have yelled, fussed, and cussed before. But as I get older, I have learned how to use less profanity in my everyday talk. So when I'm fussing with somebody, I use less profanity, which actually helps me stay a little calm. Interesting, right? Words hold power. Scriptures tell you that. And you had to learn. My father used to tell me, don't argue with a woman. Don't put yourself in that situation. Don't look like no little punk. Be a grown man. Say what you got to say one time and go on about your business. Don't argue. Walk away. Yeah, that's tough to do. It's tough to do because these females nowadays, they know how to push your buttons. They do, and they know they do. But you still got to learn how to stand strong. If you do that, in the end, things will work out okay. But anyway, tell me what y'all think about this story. This is a sad story. Hopefully, like I say, it's a cautionary tale. Hopefully people learn from this. You got to learn how to, to handle situations. Guys abusive, stay away from it. But anyway, tell me what you think about the story. Leave your comments below. Share it with the world. And with that being said, I leave you in peace. I'll see you on the other side.